Hi students, last class we have studied structure of C program. Today we are going to see the next important topic, that is data type, expression and statement, and we are going to concentrate on the process of compile time and run time. For this, to understand these concepts, we are going to take a very simple example, that is area and circumference of circle. Here I am going to start with a preprocessor directive, that is hash include stdio.h header file. This header file is used to link the library function, that is scanf and printf. And I'm going to have a definition section as defined. It's a macro definition for an pi value. This is a constant value which does not change during the execution of the program. I'm going to start a program, that is main section with void main, which does not return any value. Here I'm going to declare the floating data type, that is float data type, because I'm having the input values, that is pi 3.14. So I'll be getting the output value also in floating point. So I declare the data type with float. So both an input and output variables are floating point variable. A for area of the circle, C for circumference of circle. These both are for output variables, and R for getting the input value of radius. So first of all, I'm going to have a printf statement with an escape sequence for area and circumference of circle. Next, I'm going to have an statement, that is output statement, for getting the input value, that is radius value for both area and circumference. In scanf statement, I'm going to have a format specifier, that is percentage %f. This is otherwise called control string, to get an input value in the variable, that is ampersand or. Why I'm having this ampersand is, it is nothing but an memory location or address to store the value. Here I'm getting the value of radius, which can be input. We can get the input from the user or the keyboard. So instead of I am getting the value from the user, if I directly enter the value, that is r equal to 7, that is r equal to 7, it is called compile time. So first we can run this program with runtime, then we can run with compile time. So next I am going to calculate the area of circle with a formula a equal to pi r square. Circumference is 2 pi r. So these both are expression. These express a statement. but the statement is not expression. In C, each and every line that ends with semicolon is a statement. But this expression also a statement. But I can say these statements, which is declaration statement, output statement, this input statement are not expression. So here the variable which are right hand side of the equal to are input variables, which is left hand side of the equal is output variables. So after calculation, this is statement which runs, that is which executes. So one after another is sequential statements. So yeah, there is no decision making statement or any control statement. So I call this a sequential statement. I'm going to print the values which is stored in variable A and C for area and circumference output statement. So here backslash n is escape sequence. So for getting the or displaying the statement in the next line. So area of circle here I can have the percentage point 2f. So decimal point. So after the point I can have two decimal values. So I can have this percentage point 2f. This area for circle. And next circumference of circle percentage point 2f. So since I have input variables and output variables in float and I have declared in float, I have the control string or format specifier as f. So C is for circumference, A is for area of circle. So now I'm going to run this program in runtime because I'm getting the input using the input statement that is called scanf. So scanf is for runtime. So now I'm going to run this program. So I'm getting the value of radius 6. So I have decimal values. So two decimal values after this point because I have declared here 0.2f. If I'm going to declare here 3, I'll be having the decimal values after the point 2 decimal, that is 3 decimal values. So I have 3 decimal values. So this is I run in the runtime. Let's see with the compile time. So I'm going to hide this one. I'm going to run this program with compile time. So compile time. So I doesn't input values. I doesn't get the input values for the value radius. Directly I got the output because I have given the value for R in the source code itself. This is called compile time. So thank you for watching this video.